of the Seminole County Canvassing Board 2024 Florida primary election on Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. Jamal will now come to order. Jamal, will you please call the roll?
Yes. Honorable Cassandra Bowie.
Present.
Commissioner Jay Zembauer.
Present.
Mr. James Hartman.
Here.
Additionally present are Board Counsel Assistant County Attorneys Andrew Lanius.
Here.
And Gerlin Kahn.
Present.
County Staff Dominique Drager.
Here.
For the record, Supervisor of Elections Chris Anderson is here. Supervisor of Elections Council Staff, Council Candace Brasco.
Here.
Supervisor of Elections Council Staff Jamal Wilson here. A quorum is present.
Thank you. The minutes of the previous Canvassing Board meeting on Tuesday, August 20th, 2024 have been distributed. Are there any corrections to those minutes?
No, ma'am. Move to approve.
So, second.
Second.
Okay, any, all in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed? Hearing none, the minutes will be accepted, approved as written. Any unfinished business for, by any Canvassing Board member?
No,
No, none here.
Okay, is there any new business?
no, ma'am.
I have none.
Okay, at this time, I will read the public comment. We will now open the floor for public comment. To the members of the public, the board has adopted a public comment policy which is available in the back of the room for all observers to read prior to participation. Comments are to be limited to 3 minutes. Speakers must state their name, address, and capacity in which they are appearing before the Canvassing Board. The Canvassing Board will not respond to comments as it is an opportunity to hear but not discuss concerns of the public. Observers are reminded that they are not allowed to interfere with the process. They are not allowed to copy, video, record, or photograph any signatures. All observers must be escorted when leaving a designated public area and must otherwise remain behind the stationed area. This board has a zero tolerance for disruption of the process. Violators will be asked to leave. Are there any members of the public wishing to speak at this time? Yes, please again state your name, your address, and the capacity.
Yes, David Williamson. My address is on that paper in there, and I'm not interested in saying it on YouTube, but I'm happy to provide it off of that.
Okay,
It's
we'll
on the
need it.
paper.
We'll need it.
Okay, it's on the paper.
But if you could provide it to our clerk, please.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank
Certainly
you.
We'll do that. So I'm here as a observer from the Seminole Democratic Party, and I just wanted to say I think the board and certainly the team here have done a great job in making sure that this is open and visible to the public. Just a quick reminder for those of you that are around the microphone and the screen, we really appreciate seeing what's going on. I think some things we have right to see and some things we don't necessarily need to, but we appreciate the respect that you give us to be able to see those things, and thank you for the good work you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I believe I'm supposed to respond.
I think you got another one.
Craig Wilding, address 1010 Real Point Terrace, apartment 308, Lake Mary, Florida, 32746. I am here as a UCF graduate student that specializes in Florida politics and elections, and I have comments from the logic and accuracy test you did a few weeks ago from observing that. After all the tests were put in, I noticed you went around to each machine and they gave you a spreadsheet to verify the results against. And I thought it would be easier if they posted what the results would be on inside the lid of each machine, so you wouldn't have to squint at the spreadsheet and you just see it right there. We could also visually see it as above, because we can see the zero tape that you're reading off of, and we could see the lid. If it was posted there on the machine, we'd be able to read that too. So that would give you more visibility to the public about what's going on and whether the machines themselves are seeing are actually accurate. That's my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have reached the point in our meeting where uncured vote by mail ballots will be presented to the board for consideration and adjudication based on signatures on file, and the board will review provisional ballot envelopes and adjudicate each of them. We need Supervisor Anderson.
It is, okay. Let's see the light shining down
You wanna? Thank you. Thank you.
Sounds like you are.
Is
All I
that,
have is a little small handful of business.
that makes us lucky?
Don't get comfortable with that. Still got a general.
As you so eloquently reminds us.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to say what the turnout's going to be during this channel.
Oh, on the general?
Really big.
Oh, I think it's going to be huge.
Of course, but it may not be a record either.
It may not.
We lost one. We lost one today.
Yeah.
It's all good. So let's start off with cures. Aren't you glad you went through all those cures? Because all you have is just a small handful today.
Yes.
So remember, today at 5 p.m. is the deadline for voters who vote by mail voters who had issues, either no signature or signature mismatch, on their vote by mail envelope to return their cure affidavit to us. So we are sitting here until 5, refreshing our emails, checking, giving them a chance to get those in. So we can't look at signature different or sig diffs or no signatures until after 5. But we can look at provisionals and cures, so we'll do that now. Cool?
That works.
So remember, with a cure affidavit, as long as they provide you with a signed affidavit and the correct information, tier 1 or tier 2, it is acceptable. This is a no signature.
Okay.
They provided you with a cure affidavit and the front and back of their driver's license. Is it the same as the voter?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a signature.
Does have a letter opener? Let's slice that ballot open. Good.
Signature looks good.
Yep.
Do you have a box, please?
Now we'll use this.
You want to put that in?
This is a sig diff. All right. There's your signed cure affidavit.
Okay.
And the person has provided you with their Florida driver's license.
So that's the tier 1.
That is acceptable tier 1 identification.
The table video isn't showing any documents.
It has signatures that we can't show.
Right.
To them,
To you.
we can see them and have in the past. It's the video that is the problem, the recording, right?
Right.
Okay, so if the camera could turn, then we can see what's.
Oh, this is true. He is correct on that. So here is,
Thank you.
yep, the sig difference, signed cure, and the Florida driver's license is provided. Can't show all the information that's on that, okay? Yeah, I would be careful about,
I'm not even on that.
okay, good.
Yeah, I'm on the side.
Perfect.
He's got to put it.
Yeah.
It's okay, it doesn't matter. You gotta go back to them. It's just a little small handful.
You have them over there.
Okay, this is no signature. This is actually a Uokava voter. There's their faxed voter certificate. The signature on the voter certificate didn't match. There is a signed cure affidavit, and they provided their Florida driver's license.
Where's the signature?
The signature to the cure affidavit is there. You want to make sure that that is the same person that's on the Florida driver's license. Yep. Good?
Good.
Excuse me, Judge. So now, okay, I need a. Janae, can you ask Jonah to print a 01075? 01075. Set that there. This on the envelope.
So that was faxed in because it was Uokava, and then you realized that it needed.
The signature didn't match.
So then you sent something to them saying you need to send us something back so to cure it,
That is correct.
and then they did before 5 o'clock today.
They sent the cure back.
Yes, before 5.
Correct.
You know why I'm here, Judge? I don't even know why I'm here. It's even though that you heard it.
You're getting it down.
Any legal issues, ask the judge.
No.
Well, if you need a final ruling, that'd probably be the best thing to do.
No signature.
No signature. No signature. Signed cure affidavit. And the person did provide their Florida driver's license. You can confirm that. Slice that bad boy open. Excellent. Do we have a black pen for both?
There's one.
Stephanie. This is it.
I've got a black one and a blue one.
I got you.
Here's a
Need to take care of that. All right, this is a signature mismatch. I'll wait till he's done.
Thank you. So how many did we get in?
For
The cures for today.
Ballot 324 void. Ballot 324 duplicate.
We need to void that.
There should be an envelope for that.
This one was Unicava.
oh, it is your copy, right? You got it on?
See?
Coming through. You take care of. That's it. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to be A signature difference. They provided a signed cure affidavit. And they provided their Florida ID. That's about it.
But it's different from what they have on file. It's not that, it's that.
What do they have on file? I'm good with that.
All right. Let's get some interesting provisionals. That'd be some good training.
So, but with the cure affidavit, it doesn't matter what their signature looks like, just as
Nope.
long as they have a tier
long as they
1 or
signed
tier
it.
2, and they have the affidavit, right?
That's correct. Signature does not matter because they identified themselves. This is another signature mismatch. Signed cure affidavit. And here is the Florida did provide Florida driver's license.
Okay, good.
This is another different signature. Sig different.
signature.
Yep. Okay. Voter fax dispatch. Now you guys got to do your best on this one. There's a signed cure affidavit. Let's see what did this. So they sent back a Florida driver's license and a Florida ID card. I can't even see this. Let me try and see if I can lighten this up a little bit. Because
Okay.
you gotta be able to see the name at least. Well, you can't see the name. They gave back a driver's license and a cure. Or not a cure, but this is a concealed weapons permit. This is a Florida driver's license. Both are permissible for Tier 1. You just have to try and see.
Oh, but you can see the name
You
here.
can see the name.
But you can't see the picture.
But we're looking
So,
at the
but are we
signature.
just, actually,
No,
we're just
you're
looking at the
All you're
name?
looking for
That's
to
right.
make sure the name's the same. Yeah, I'm good.
As long as you're good.
Yeah. Although you can't see it on the driver's license, you can see it here.
You can see it, only can see it.
The name.
Can you see the name on there, Jay?
Yes.
Most of it.
Okay.
I think it's enough to.
Yep.
Yeah, that will happen. You know, we try and, I think I told you, like a little trick of the trade is you can try and take to the copier and brighten it up a little bit to try and see it, but sometimes it just comes through.
Because that was faxed.
It was fast. This was a signature mismatch. The voter provided a signed cure affidavit. And the voter also provided a Florida driver's license. Same voter?
Yes.
Yes.
Jeanette, would you mind taking these ballots to Jonah for me, please? And these need to go to Lourdes. Thank you. Okay. Let's start with this. So we had a ballot come back to us.
Camera can roll now or no?
Yes, camera can roll.
Camera's good.
Yep, camera can roll. We had a ballot come back to us. It was a ballot that was issued to a voter. She got issued two. The VPA made a mistake and gave her two ballots. So the voting equipment technician saw her cast a ballot, and then she handed the voting equipment technician the extra one and said, hey, they gave me two. So what we did, this report here is the check-in report, okay? And this is precinct 63. So precinct 63, because you want to make sure that it is balanced, that the amount of people that checked in are the same as the amount of pieces of paper we collected. So the amount of voters who checked in is 267. See that?
267.
This is the check-in. This is when you're giving your ID to get a ballot. Okay? So now I need to know, how did the voter history record on the back end for tabulation? The tabulation machine, how many ballots did it accept? And this is a list of all the voters in precinct 63. And final number?
The same.
The same. So, this is an extra ballot that cannot be cast.
Okay.
Okay? So, my recommendation is that you reject this, because if you accept it, there's no voter to give it credit to, because the voters have already been given
Right.
the correct. This will unbalance it, and this is not lawful.
And if by chance they had tried to process that ballot, would it kicked it out?
It would have. It would not accept more than one piece of paper. Yeah. But we appreciate her honesty. She gave it back
Yeah, yeah.
and said, hey, this is
So the
an
poll
extra
worker
ballot.
inadvertently handed her
Two
two.
ballots. It happens. It happens.
Sure.
We tried. That's why on the poll book we have a mechanism. It's a check and balance. There's a barcode. I don't know if you've noticed them on the ballots down at the bottom right, where they can scan it to make sure they're giving them the right piece of paper. If they just don't, fill and make sure they've given them the correct amount.
So plus you have poll workers at the machine observing.
Exactly.
That one voter puts one document in.
And
Right.
that is correct. Perfect.
Chris, on that, the machine they submitted into only accepted the one they scanned, not the second one. Is that-
Well, yeah, because she handed it to the vet tech. Craig was actually a voting equipment technician for us before.
Both of those, I would have had to scan it to give one of them to give it to them, so one of them would have been scanned.
Right. She scanned hers.
The machine would have accepted the scanned one, but not the other.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Good cross-link.
See, cross.
Okay. All right. All right.
Precinct 63.
That's precinct 63. You need to initial and the reason for the rejection. I would say
It's rejected as illegal.
rejected as illegal is probably good. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody voted every day.
Right. Let's see. I definitely need to get more of these.
What do you
Okay,
want?
we're gonna be all right for tonight, but we're gonna need more.
You want this? to
Yes,
go?
we will take care of this. Jeanette, can you take this to Jill? Thank you. Okay. Perfect.
You want the other numbers? Does that go with it or no?
Oh yes, Jeanette, this is another piece of paper that goes with that. It's just a report. All right. So now we're going to move on to provisional ballots. Provisional ballots are issued when a voter's eligibility is either in question or cannot be determined. There are many different reasons why. No valid ID is probably the most, you'll see the most common form that we'll deal with. They're disputing their party affiliation. I always vote this particular way. What you have in the system is not correct. That could be an issue, could be a Amendment 4 issue. It could be that I always vote here, but your precinct is a different precinct. You can't vote, and you have to vote in your assigned precinct on election day. And there are many different reasons why provisional ballots are issued. The premise is we never turn a voter away. This gives us an opportunity to go back to the office, do a deep dive, find out exactly what happened, and then put it in front of you to make a decision. One of the things to accept a provisional ballot, number one, they have to cast a ballot in the correct precinct. Whether the situation was right or wrong, if they voted in the wrong precinct, they can't do that because the law says you have to vote in your assigned precinct. Second thing is that the signature on file has to match the signature on the provisional ballot. Okay, if there was a signature issue, we provide the cure affidavit for provisional ballots at the time that the provisional is issued. Because we only have 2 days after the election, it's actually a way to get that information to them faster, right? We just tell them, hey, fill out that second piece of paper we gave you. Okay, so we don't have any provisional cures, so that's good. So it's all straight up in that regard. Okay, so in this case, what do you know? No ID. All right, this voter, they lost their wallet. So you got voters now that are using the digital ID thing. Y'all, anybody got digital ID? I don't have that. But per Florida law 101.043, you can look that up, and you can, it's 101.043. There are 12 acceptable forms of ID. None of them say that I can use a digital ID as a acceptable form of voting. So they did not have an acceptable form of ID. However,
So all they had was a digital ID.
that's it. It says
Okay.
here that they lost their wallet and did not have an ID, but they showed a picture of, they showed a picture of their ID on their phone.
Again, digital.
Digital, right? Okay. However, the voter is a registered voter at the time, so they were eligible. They were eligible to vote. We have their voter number. They voted in the correct precinct, so their signature did match. And this was an election day. We have no early voting provisional ballots, to be clear. Okay, so this is the voter. A couple different signatures here.
No, it says voter decided not to complete her ballot.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be another issue to decide once you get past the envelope. First, you have to make sure that she's even eligible to even open this envelope, just like with vote by mail, right? Okay, so that's the signature. Here's another signature that, here, let me bring it over here. Here's another signature this is a signature that we capture from the poll book. Is that the printed name? Yeah, that's the printed name.
That's a printed name.
There's a signature. So there's the signature provided. There's another signature from the poll book. I think they used this one to make the comparison.
Well, neither one of them looks like this one. We don't have to
can't see
determine the signature, do we?
Well, you can if you don't
Yeah.
believe it matches. Then,
I can't see all that.
let me see this one. Well, you can use this one.
Because that looks nothing like. She didn't look like it finished it to me.
I'll have to study that a little closer.
This looks like the first name.
Going
It
back
doesn't
to
look-
signature evaluation training.
It doesn't even look like it's the full name.
Sometimes it helps to turn that signature upside down.
I don't think any of the three match.
Okay.
But in this case, it isn't what we're trying to decide on is their form of identification that they produced. Is it digital or not?
I think that's already been decided.
Yeah, that's already been.
So now we're left with.
That's why they had to vote provisionally. What you have to decide now is that if you don't believe that the signature matches, what I will do is I will have staff reach out to them and see if they can get a cure back affidavit back here before 5 o'clock.
I don't think so. It doesn't even look like a full signature.
I agree.
Yeah, well, but she does,
See,
certainly.
just, right. She just signed her
Stop.
first name, right.
I'm not comfortable with any of the three matches.
Good. Please take this directly to Ms. Pat and tell her to get in contact with the voter. Tell her she's got until 5 p.m. to get a provisional cure to us. Fax, email.
And you document the phone call, the conversation, all that somehow?
Yes.
It's 4:37.
She got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We have to make all available temps. So, no ID. Okay? So this voter has no ID. They are a registered voter. They're active and eligible to vote in this election. So, check, right? They're good. So they can cast a ballot. They voted in the correct precinct. Perfect. So if you decide to accept this, that's good. All right. And the signature here. And signature here.
I'm pretty much okay with the signature.
You good?
Yeah,
I
I'm good.
am.
Okay.
Yes.
Slice it open. Jeanette, can I have a black bucket? Thank you. Oh, before you do that, let's first count in. And then I need the three of you to initial in the box. Sweet. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Picture of driver's license on cell phone. Okay.
So that's a digital.
Right. So, active voter, so they're eligible to vote in this election. They voted in the correct precinct. Perfect. So,
Now we
as long as
just have to
you
make sure the
signature the match, you're good.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Let's sign. Slice and move.
Don't cut yourself.
Yeah, that's a different, I'm asking about this, why that one's taped up.
You can leave the secrecy sleeve in there.
Oh, is that
Pink
what it is?
secrecy sleeve? Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what it should be. Pink secrecy sleeve. All stays in there. All got to go in a box and stay here for 22 months. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
No ID. Active voter. They're eligible. They voted in the correct precinct. Finding that the signature matches. We're all good.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, here's a better one. I actually think this is the one Miss Pat was talking about. Like she felt like he didn't complete it.
Yeah, that's
That's better. Yes. Cool. I'm gonna open that. Let's check and sign off.
And we're not numbering these
They have their own number on
on
it.
serial number.
Yep. So there is a tracking number that the election worker puts into the vote pass unit that is connected to this tracking number. Each envelope has a different tracking number. There's also a perforated voter certificate on here that has a tracking number that's the same on here. So if they call and ask, well, what's the status of my ballot tomorrow, they will give us that tracking number and we'll be able to tell them. All those checks and balances. There. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, perfect. So, see on here, the voter says they're registered Republican. All right. Now, remember, Florida primaries. 75% of the voting population don't come out of Florida primaries. So there's usually always a voter that shows up that has never voted in a primary, thus not realizing that their party affiliation matters. Because in a general election, when they usually vote, they're used to voting one way or the other. So it's okay. We train this. We don't turn any voter away. This voter was active and eligible to vote. They voted in the correct precinct. However, our records indicate that they are an NPA and no party affiliated voter. Okay? So, when the voter first registered in 2008, they registered as a Republican. Okay? No problem. Move on. When they did a voter update in 2012, they left that box blank, okay? Which is fine. If they leave it blank, it defaults back to the original one, which was Republican. No problem. However, according to every voter has a voter audit. What we do with the DMV, because remember, when you do changes at the DMV, they send them to us electronically. We do a screen capture every day. So when voters call and say, well, my party affiliation was changed on my voter registration card you sent, we can go back and look and say, well, according to the DMV record, this is what we were sent. So we didn't change it, something that happened during a transaction at the DMV. So the DMV record here shows that for this voter on September 19th, 2022, right here, the voter changed their party affiliation to NPA.
Do you see it?
That is a screen capture of the suspense list of what we get sent from the DMV. So the suspense list includes what comes over from DMV registrations and or online voter registration.
But isn't there also mail to be picked up at the tax collector's office?
Well, that's if they fill out a paper application.
That's what I'm asking.
Right. So they could do, at the tax collector's office, they could do one of two things. They could do a...
Online?
Well, no, they can do it during a driver's license transaction, or they can fill out a paper application.
Correct.
In this case, this was done online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly says NPA.
Now, according to our records, on September 20th
What year?
of 2022, right? So a couple of days, because
3 days after this.
we worked that application, we worked it, and as you can see here, old went from Republican to NPA. So that shows why our records indicated NPA
Based
coming from
on-
the DMV records.
So our local records match the DMV.
That is correct.
I see.
So her ballot won't count.
That's correct. It cannot.
Question, will that voter be notified of?
Yes.
Thank you, Chris.
So had she filled out an NPA, she would have been fine.
Well, she probably saw it when she was issued her ballot. She was like, wait a minute,
This is-
I don't see the races on here that I thought I'd see.
Right.
That happens quite a bit.
But then again, I guess if she had looked on the website to see, or the sample ballot.
Or the voting card that was sent to them.
Yeah, that's true. Or the sample ballot that was sent, right?
Well, if they received one.
I said everyone did it.
Yep, everyone got sent one.
If they didn't do mail-in.
No, everybody, no, regardless. Everybody on the voter roll got sent a voter information card.
No. I was talking about a sample ballot.
Oh, not a sample ballot. That's
Right.
great.
It was, you said just if you didn't sign up for mail-in, you got a sample ballot.
You did. That's correct. All right, so now this goes back here.
Does this go with her stuff?
Oh, sorry. There it is.
And does that need to be flagged with one of those decals or?
No, because it's already on there.
Okay, because of the numbering.
Yep, and you signed off on it and everything. We only have to put that on the vote by mail. Oh, it did?
Jeanette.
There's only 2 bags, there's not a lot of calories. I don't count the bag.
Testing.
There it is.
Okay.
That goes with this one. Okay. The one we just did. Which one we just did?
Back there.
No, it's this one.
I didn't see the signatures.
It's on the back.
This one. Voter's name did not appear on the precinct register. Okay, so this is one. This voter was removed, according to our records. They were not eligible there to vote in this election. Let's see why. Okay, so we got returned mail and we placed them as inactive. Last time they voted was in 2004 per the new law. If we send them a final notice and they don't respond, they are removed. And they've been inactive since 2011. Even with the previous law of 2 general election cycles per the National Voter Registration Act. Once they go inactive, they have 2 general election cycles afterwards. So now we're here now in 2024. The person was removed. They thought they could go and vote, but they were not eligible to vote in this election. So I'll show you first thing is
So how do you get back on the active list?
have to re-register.
Wow, okay.
To re-register the roads. So you can see that they were removed. You can see
Does it
why.
show when?
Yep, I'm going to show you. Here's their voter record.
Oh, inactive 2 years.
Last time they voted, according to the records, are
2004, right here. This is the last time they voted.
What year were they removed?
They were removed in.
Is this the one you're looking for?
Might
Because
be.
this is say
Is it-
removed. This is the one that says removed.
that might be it.
if that's it, the only date on that's 24.
First inactive. Tell me to grab jail for me. I believe it was 2012 was when they were removed.
Oh, that's still a long time.
Yep, they've been inactive as of 07, inactive, and then we got return mail, which put them back in inactivity. Still.
I couldn't see anything on there
What was the date?
except that date. That's the only date I could find. It says
Hey, Jill, can you come see me in Kansas?
REGN,
That's 2004.
right?
This says the last date 2004. Last 2004.
Yeah, where's my... Seven.
Expiration date.
98.05 is what it is. 98075 actually.
The date on here that says REGN date, is that registration date?
Correct.
So they
Where is it?
registered in
Where's it?
2004,
Four.
and then they only voted in 2004.
That's what it looks like.
Yes. Haven't voted since then.
They're registered, voted, and never voted.
Never
since.
voted again.
It was 2004. I'm trying to think what was going on in 2004.
Wars.
We had
Remember that.
3 hurricanes that year. Charlie, Jean, and
Was it 2004?
Francis.
One of up north.
You weren't around any hurricanes.
Jill's on her way.
No, only Snowmageddon. 6 years later.
This is the other document.
You know, it shows he last voted 2004 and then 2024. So 20 years later.
And these 2 documents are related to this or no?
Yes, they are. That's just their voter record. But you can take a look at that because that's their voter audit. Jill. So we have this voter who was removed, but
Sign petitions.
they were removed for because we got the
It said return mails.
return mail.
It means they were, this notation here, inactive 2 years, means that at that point, they were termed inactive, then they missed 1 general, 2 generals, then they're removed. So once we lose track of them address-wise and things come back undeliverable, they're made blue. After that, we wait 2 more generals, and then we're required to remove them by statute. And this is the term that they use after they've missed 2.
Yeah, we were just trying to decide when
What
he
date?
was removed.
What date were they
That's all.
actually removed?
Oh, it's on the audit. The purge, the P date, he went from I, which is inactive, P, which is purged, and that was on 1/14 of 2011.
All right, that's the piece I was missing.
Yeah. That was it. The last time
That takes care of those 2 cycles.
that was it. Okay.
So he's not eligible.
Ineligible.
He's ineligible. Because that's governed by the National Voter Registration Act. We can't remove unless it's just 2 general election cycles that they have to go through. I counted, and this would be not registered. That's it. And, all right. Deadline's approaching. Party affiliation. Okay. So this voter is saying that they. What happened here?
Something bailed out on us.
There it is. It's back on.
Get some other stuff.
So party affiliation. The voter is saying that they're registered Republican. Okay, I don't know why they did that. The election worker wrote Republican on here when they shouldn't have. I teach them specifically to write the party that's in the system. So according to the system, in 2016, the voter registered as a Democrat. In 2016. Okay.
Let me see it.
Oops, sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey, can I see the name and everything off that?
Sure. In December of
Okay.
2023, we got a DMV application. Or is this DMV?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe there has been a marriage or something, because these aren't the same last names. Look like to me. This looks like.
Yeah, let me see.
No, looks like Gonzalez. That looks like Cedeno.
It's 424-427-3831. It's the same voter. It's the same voter ID number. So it's the same person. It's possible she got.
Maybe a marriage. Or,
Yeah, because this is 26. She could have gotten married. Oh, here it is right here. I'm about to show it to you. Her name.
When she
She must have
changed
went
it
and
to
changed at the DMV.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
changed her.
So on December of 14th of 2023, she changed her name. Okay, and she did some transaction at the DMV, and it was still listed as Democrat. That's
Okay.
what came to us in 2023.
Yeah.
It shows that she moved from, and she also moved from Seminole County to Volusia.
So she's no longer in this county.
She moved from Volusia to Seminole
Here.
County.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so she says she's changed her party at the DMV when I got my ID in December of 2023. That's what she wrote. So that coincides with
The printout
the printout.
from the system.
But
DMV
she
system.
thought she changed to something else
Correct.
Apparently so.
because she was. But she actually it has DEM on here.
Right.
She does.
Demo
And the
here.
ballot style that she was issued, 04 is the Democratic ballot style. Or
Right.
the one she voted was a 01 in this in the envelope.
The Republican ballot.
Correct.
Right.
So, according to our records and according to what she said up front here, she did go to the DMV,
Right.
and it's still listed as Democrat.
But she didn't change her party. She thought she changed it, but she didn't.
She did not.
Didn't.
And the reason why they've provided, here is the voter's audit. Nowhere on the audit does it show a party change. There's no party change audit on the audit here.
And how far back does that audit go?
This printout is just 2020. But it probably goes back further than that. But it is probably showing she moved into Seminole in 2020, right?
Right. That's when she did all this probably.
Then she got married at some point, updated her ID at the DMV, Democrat.
23.
She registered as a Democrat back in, was it 2016?
2016.
She even checked the box. And so we know she admits she went to the DMV.
Right.
We know she went to the DMV,
Right.
but there's no party changes.
No party change. Okay.
We cannot accept mine for this ballot. Also, too, it's not in here, but what I always do when I have these, I go see, have they ever voted in a primary? Because she might vote a certain way in the general election, but
Right.
your ballot, your party affiliation doesn't matter in a general.
Right.
So you get in a primary and you're like, oh, wait a minute. So not counted.
Still don't understand how people don't understand.
Happens all the time.
But like that,
Because most of them don't vote in the primary, so they're not going to know.
but that just seems like it's an automatic thing. You should know.
Well, I've got
But I
my
guess we
opinions on
vote.
what might have happened.
I guess we vote.
A lot of times when people get married, they change party affiliations to their spouse.
So that happens. So I had one. She was complaining about it. I was actually in I issued the provisional. This was 2 years ago.
I remember this story.
Yeah. And she was with her husband, and she was like, oh, no, I'm definitely this party affiliate. I'm like, hey, no problems, all good. No, you ain't sweat it. You know, I'm the supervisor of elections. I'm going to look into this. I'm going to take care of it. I get back to the office.
I'll just come back and vote later.
I called her up. And I was like, yeah, you've never done anything other than be what you are, ever. She's like, all right, click, and hung up. Like, I don't want to get in the middle of that. So, that was it. All right, so this one is our election workers made a mistake. The voter was sent to precinct 59 mistakenly by precinct 28. So the vote
was in the
workers,
right precinct.
she was at the right precinct. She was sent to precinct 59 at 6:50 p.m. So it was 28's mistake. She should not have been at precinct 28. Unfortunately,
59.
56.
Oh, she shouldn't have been at precinct 59. She should have stayed at precinct 28. Unfortunately, precinct 59 does not have precinct 28 ballots. So, she's an active voter. She did not cast this ballot in the correct precinct. So, unfortunately, she cannot accept this ballot. This was a mistake made by our team here. I will address, but, and yes, I do have to have a conversation with her. Part of the gig.
So let me ask this. That pink envelope looks like it's been sealed twice. Once by some blue tape and once by some Scotch tape.
The workers could have done that because we give them like this little, those liquid sealers.
Right.
But if it doesn't work, they'll ingenuity themselves and put tape over it, because we give them all these supplies at the precinct, so they could have done that on their own.
And they don't have extra ballots, they would like void and then just give a fresh ballot if that were to happen?
Well, they don't, the precinct ballots are specific to the precinct.
No, understood, but I'm talking about the envelope with the tracking number.
Oh, the tracking
In other
number?
words, if a poll worker spilled coffee on it maybe by mistake and ruined the envelope,
Right.
how would you track the number on the front of this, which has a number?
I would recommend them do a whole new envelope.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Right.
in this case, if there was a mistake made, would it be better to void this one and just get a new one instead of having it reopened and resealed?
Well, the mistake wasn't made on the envelope. The mistake was made by the voter being at the wrong location.
So basically, she should have really voted provisionally at precinct.
She should have
20.
never even voted provisionally.
Well, I mean, if she was going to vote provisionally, she should have voted provisionally at precinct 28.
Well, she should have just voted at precinct 28, period.
start with.
That's what should have happened.
'Cause that's
I don't know
what
why she was sent to precinct 50. I don't know what if they saw her, something in her
previous
address, or I don't know what that all went down to be, but at the end of it, she voted at the wrong precinct, and that's on us. That's on us for sure.
So that cannot be accepted by law.
Nope.
Is that correct?
You have to be in the right precinct.
So if a voter was directed by a poll worker to go the wrong, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
That's extremely unfortunate.
It really is. Yeah.
All right.
I will address it.
And to the supervisor's point, that's why. It's because the ballot that they're getting is not for their precinct.
Sure.
So they would be voting for things that aren't for them, essentially.
Right, and in her case, 59 is, I believe, it's a county ballot,
Well, it's
so it wouldn't have
provided-
been a
Yeah.
council bear ballot, but
Provided it was in the, if the other precinct was in the same district congressionally and House, it wouldn't have made a difference.
true. Yeah, but if there were, let's say, city amendments on there or city
Sure.
races,
Right.
yeah, he or she could have voted in races that they weren't supposed to.
So without looking at the two precincts, it'd be hard to really state that it would have been a different ballot other than the precinct number.
And Andrew, don't we hobble over, feel free to hop in if you.
I don't have a sense on this issue.
Yeah.
I just don't have any on background on
Yeah,
it, so.
no, I understand. But, and fair point, Chairman. However, I just don't believe that Florida statutes just make that distinction at all.
Understood.
Like practically speaking, I think you're absolutely correct.
Right.
But I don't think the
Right.
legislature has kind of gone in and parsed that out.
Yeah, that's probably something that they should do, maybe, arguably, because, on a lot of ballots, we're asked to determine intent. Well, in this case, I would argue the intent of the voter was to vote. The intent was they went to the right polling place, and unfortunately, mistakes, being humans, are made. They were directed somewhere else where they voted or couldn't vote, but they intended to vote, but now they can't have their vote count. So do we record this to send up to our legislators to brief them and say, look, this is something that really should be looked at?
That's what happened. So, the voter did an update to their address. The old address was precinct 59.
Okay?
Okay. So,
So the new address is 28?
the voter updated their address to, voter was sent to precinct 59 mistakenly by 28. Okay, so their old address was in precinct 59.
Okay?
They updated their address to precinct 28.
Okay?
When they got to 28, 28 told them to go back to 59.
Where did they update their address?
Let's see, what was the time frame, right?
At the precinct,
They did it that day.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't update your address
you can.
at the day of election But then if you're in the wrong precinct,
You have to go
because
to the new
you have to go
precinct.
to the new precinct. So what 59 did was sent her to 28 because they
That's
didn't
her
have the
address.
updated address.
And that's quite possible because what could have happened is the election worker backed out of the record instead. And I always say this in training over and over and over. When you're in this screen, always press green. Because the way it works, if you have to send the voter to the correct precinct. If you back out of the screen, when the voter shows
It
up
didn't
at the
capture
new
the
precinct,
It didn't capture
it's
the
going
new
to
one
show, it won't capture the information.
because it wasn't saved, basically.
Right.
And
So
so
that
it
we-
showed the old address.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. Because as you can see here, walk you through, because I'm looking at the form here and it says precinct 59 on it. I was like, wait a minute. So here's her old address. Make sure that there's nothing crazy in here. So there's her old address, which is in precinct 59. Okay. Here's her new address, which is in precinct 28.
And so she went to 59, said, I have a new address.
See that?
And then they updated it and said, you need to go to 28.
That's correct.
But then when she went to 28, 59, the people in 59 didn't actually update her address to give her the 28.
59.
She was in the right precinct,
She was.
in the vote should count.
And she voted in 59 now, I
Oh, the
think.
wrong one, okay.
She voted in the wrong one, yes.
Not the one she moved to. Got it.
Correct. She should have stayed at 28.
Yeah. This shows obviously the change in address.
Per Florida Statute 99055, registration closing. A lot of things you can't do, but one of the things you can do is update your name, address, and date of birth up until including election day.
And in this case, it would have been a totally different ballot according to the district designations.
Well, yes. Well, no, she still would have gotten, what's her...
Well, the House district is different. according
Right,
to that.
yeah, so her house district would have been different, yeah, so, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she,
And according to that, there's also would have been amendments that wouldn't have been at the other.
so yes, I will have to talk to this voter and I will explain it to her. She's probably, he or she.
You're going to get a gift.
Yeah, yeah. It's part of the gig.
Sure makes the case for early voting or mail-in ballots.
Well, it makes the case for you want to make sure, because I'm pretty sure I would be shocked if there was, if you update, if you change your address, if you move, you need to contact us and let us know. Because yes, we can do it up until election day, but number one, you have to go into a separate line. So now, because you're not prepared to vote as much as everyone else, so we have a customer service line. So now you got to wait. Now you got to fill out more paperwork, right? So it's best that you update and get that stuff done prior to voting, so that it's a smooth
Sure.
transaction.
Well, if you move, you should be updating your driver's license too, right?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't update things with us. And
Unless they re-register when they do that, right?
correct. And, this is always a struggle is, how many of us have moved and contacted the SOE office when we moved? By show of hands.
I do.
Exactly.
I don't move.
Very, very few people, because that's not on your mind. You're not thinking about contacting the SOE.
Well, you go ahead and re-register.
It
Okay.
happens.
When I was in college, I registered in college. When I was in Lakeland, I registered in Lakeland. When
It's
I was
okay, but still in
back to
all,
Seminole County,
our
I-
election workers should not have sent her to the wrong
Right.
precinct. That's what I have to address. So we'll take care of that. Oh, you guys need to sign off. Wrong ballot style, wrong precinct. Okay. It is after 5 p.m. So we're past the deadline.
So let me ask this. We've got this check as wrong ballot style, party, not voting primary, attempted to vote in wrong precinct or county. Shouldn't it also say other?
No,
Because there's nothing on here that says, oops, we made a mistake.
It's right there.
Understood. But
That's what
shouldn't-
we wrote on there.
Right,
That's
but
coming from
shouldn't other be checked just to
You can.
direct
Yeah.
somebody?
Yeah.
Are y'all okay with that?
Well, if that's what you want to put on there, it's fine with me.
So,
You can draw an arrow up to that other thing too.
I just like to be complete.
it's all good.
But you didn't tell them what the other was.
No, understood. And other would cause me
You
to
can put it on there.
If I'm reviewing that, I would say,
I'm going to pull the record and everything when I have to speak to him. So
So Supervisor, after we get to the ballots tonight, there's going to be some transmittal of some ballots, which is in your camp. I know nothing about that. There's also going to be
these few that we approve, or whatever comes from sick day for no.
there's also going to be a picking of a number for
Gotta choose the audit.
Would we be able, since the camera's going to move with us, could we do everything in this room?
Yeah, we're not moving anywhere.
Oh, we're not moving up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Still want to move the camera twice.
Yeah.
so it just says, other sent to wrong precinct by poll worker.
Perfect. That works. These go here. These go. Let's count it.
And nothing came in after,
Can you pick the right precinct?
You.
what's that? Hey, whichever one y'all pick the precinct, don't pick one with all the daggone things on it.
Okay, if I'm picking Castleberry.
He actually said Castleberry was good.
Actually, yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Then you gotta pick a race.
If you pick the amendments, then that would be good.
Amen.
It's just Castleberry.
I think you're right, it'd be nice to transcribe the votes that do count on that ballot over to another ballot to have those counted.
There's so many things that,
But
Sure.
we really wouldn't know who she wanted to vote for on the other ballot. That's the
Well,
problem.
The ones that were countywide or that were the same.
right.
Y'all are transcribing other votes, why not those too? That would be something that the canvassing board ought to be able to do.
Daggone humans. We're so fallible.
That's how we were made.
That's right. Thank goodness.
I think a lot of people in this room count on us being fallible for work.
Yeah.
Would anybody like one of the bottles of water the supervisor was nice enough to have for us?
I'll take one. Thank you.
Jerry, all right?
Jim? No, I'm good, sir.
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you. Excuse us.
Sir?
Is that okay? Yeah. You want to steal one of the Henderson board members for a second?
Go ahead. This is where I usually get chastised.
Hey, Miss Candace, how are you? I'm well.
So good news, I'm not in trouble. I will take one. I'll be right back.
Are there any Oreos over there?
Which one?
There's a bunch
Chocolate, if they have.
of
Yeah.
box full of these. I don't know if the flavors or.
I'm fine, thank you. The judge needs to stay away from them. Although they're very tempting. It's only one more.
Jonah? Okay. Let's revisit this one. We tried to contact the voter to see if they could get him a provisional cure, and it didn't work. I didn't realize it, but my team told me the voter decided not to complete her ballot, right? I guess this is the voter's signature. This is Crystal,
Right.
but apparently she signed back here. So they matched her signature back there to this. This is where the election
So
worker
that's
would
the full
usually sign.
signature, yeah.
That's the full signature here. So if you want to take a look at these signatures, I mean, it's
So what's crossed out? Oh.
that's the election worker there.
That, this matches, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I would ask is that you guys look in the provisional statute. Does it require? Does it just say the envelope has to be signed? Because in the vote by mail statute, it says they have to sign the
Over the
right, the line. Yeah, right. So take a look and just make
So
sure.
what's the specific question?
The question is the voter signed the envelope, they just didn't sign in the correct place.
Okay.
Does it designate in statute for provisional ballots that it has to be in a certain location? What we have here, Jay, this was the one where the signature was an issue.
Right.
We tried contacting the voter.
Right.
The voter, we weren't able to do that. However, I found out the voter actually signed back here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the election worker's signature. The election worker is supposed to sign here, but they sign over here. This is the voter's signature.
Okay.
Which two of your fellow canvassing board members agree that signature matches the signatures that they see here.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so you are all in agreement. I'm asking the legal team to take a look to make sure that it's okay that we accept it even though it's not here.
Okay.
Just make sure the statute doesn't specify I'm not aware of it. I know it does that in the vote by mail
But this
statute.
one is no photo ID. Lost wallet don't have new ID yet, so it was electronic ID that they produced.
Right. So now this essentially turns into a vote by mail situation. They're active voter. They were in the correct precinct, so they were allowed to vote. They voted the correct ballot style. Everything's good. You
The
believe the signature is good. What I'm asking them to advise all of you is the location of the signature. I know it specifies it during vote by mail, but I'm not very sure if it does that for provisional.
But and then you say we get to the fact that she decided not to vote later.
Well, we'll take once we get past the envelope, we'll take a look at the ballot and see whatever's on there. I mean,
I'm giving you.
Candace Coordinator Lenius, County Attorney's Office for the record. Per Florida Statute 101.048, which is the provisional ballot statute, if it is determined that the person, I'm going to read a portion of that statute.
Sure.
If it is determined that the person was registered and entitled to vote at the precinct where the person cast a vote in the election, the canvassing board must compare the signature on the provisional ballot voter's certificate and affirmation or the provisional ballot cure affidavit with the signature on the voter's registration or precinct register. A provisional ballot may be counted only if, 1, the signature on the voter's certificate or the cure affidavit matches the signature, the elector's signature in the registration books or the precinct register. However, in the case of a cure affidavit, the supporting identification listed in subsection 6 must also confirm the identity of the elector. Or the cure affidavit contains a signature that does not match the elector's signature in the registration books or the precinct register, but the elector has submitted a current and valid Tier 1 form of identification confirming his or her identity pursuant to subsection 6. I don't see in this particular...
Can you read the provisional ballot certificate? How does it read?
Because she didn't sign the certificate.
How does it, because they listed in statute what it's supposed to say.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're asking me to read.
Can I see that?
Yeah, sure.
If you just go down a little bit, it's in the same. Where you're talking about when it says the provisional ballot voter certificate and affirmation shall be in substantially the following form.
Yes, where is it at?
That should start at sub 3.
Yeah, so that's going to be, right, start right here, and you can be the top of the second page.
No, the
They
ballot
didn't sign the
certificate.
certificate.
I do solemnly swear my name and date of birth.
Yeah, she didn't sign the certificate.
She didn't sign the
But
certificate.
I don't...
That's what I was concerned about, because I know in vote by mail it says that, so
So I don't think there's
it's
a specific place on the certificate
right here.
Yeah,
which would be required, but it would need to be on the certificate.
it's not on the certificate. It's
not
just,
on
it's
the-
on the envelope, but not
Not
the
on the
certificate. She didn't complete the certificate.
So I don't think that would be a valid vote then. Be my opinion.
I happen to
Based on
agree.
the reading of your statute, from what I heard, I wouldn't.
That's why I asked them to look, because I know in vote by mail it's specific. This is my first time experiencing that with a provisional ballot, but I
'Cause this is the
suspected
certificate.
it would be the same. And this is the certificate.
This isn't.
So what's the back called?
The
Witness
back is
form?
this is the witness of
So
election
you're
official.
considering this envelope two different documents?
Yes. So the back of the envelope is the witness of election official. The election official is putting all the information that is in the system. They're then going to tell us why they issued it.
Sure.
And then the bottom piece is going to be for the office explaining that information. And then the next piece, so there's several documents actually,
Right.
is what you will decide here as a canvassing board.
The form that is laid out in the Florida statute of the provisional ballot voter certificate affirmation, it's one paragraph, it's very short, and then based on that, it would seem to be portions of that paper would not be counted as the certificate and affirmation.
Right.
How are these envelopes filled out or presented to the voter? I mean, is there a poll worker that says, look, you got to fill this out? and
Well,
sign
she
it?
did. She started. She just didn't complete it.
Right.
She didn't complete it. She signed
Well-
her. She
Put
put
her
her
name.
name there, her full name.
Right.
But then when she got ready to sign it, she was like, you know what? I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to even finish.
And I suspect the poll workers were trying to get her to cooperate, and she was just, I guess they got, because she started there, they probably told her to
Right.
try back here. I don't know why the line signed through there,
And
but
she probably signed there, and
Yeah.
then they told her, you got to do it over here.
yeah, they probably improvised with that with her signing right there.
So,
But the
but
way
we
it's
don't know.
presented is, they can't even issue this until we give them permission to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm good that it's not counted.
Yep.
I just want to make sure. That's it. Other failed to sign voter certificate, provisional certificate. I'll write that down. Can you write that? And then failed to sign
Certification.
certification. And you may see that in a vote by mail situation, because the first part of the certificate asks them to write their name, and then the certificate tells them to sign.
Okay. There you go.
All right. Last but not least, time to do some sig gifts and sig no sig.
If they would sign over the certificate, I think it would count it.
Yeah, because that's a certificate.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Actually, all she had to do was finish signing it. She had signed the first name. She just didn't sign her last name. So it's not.
Just got aggravated.
Well, I think
Probably
that's
did.
exactly what
I
happened.
think so too. I think she did too. And then she was like, you know what? Just forget this.
Never mind.
It's not even worth it.
I've already had a rough day today.
It's not worth it. So let's just forget it.
Not every candidacy board is as good as this one.
We're pretty moving.
You guys do a great job, and maybe certain candidacy boards in other counties aren't trying to do as good a job, and so I would be afraid.
My trouble is that, you have to go by the statutes. I understand you got to adhere to the law. And sometimes the law is not completely clear, or it doesn't allow
It's, they
for
say
certain-
muddy, isn't it?
And the election code, in my view, is actually good, and the judge, I'm sure there's a.
Clear as mud, as they say. But yeah,
You know,
I mean, but I think that's what they do. I think it's
Right.
intentional, because otherwise you wouldn't have lawyers
Why don't-
to argue different things. That it means this or it says this.
But in this case, for me, it's, and I know for everybody else, I just have a pretty strong core value that, if you can figure out the intent and what was really the voter wanted, then you should make every effort to ensure that occurs.
But she clearly said she didn't want to vote.
No, absolutely. No.
And then I wouldn't have a job, because then I wouldn't get to interpret the law. So leave,
Well, then there's that.
leave our legislators alone.
You don't want perfection?
Exactly. Come on. We getting rid of two professions.
Well, some might argue that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, I'd be out of work too.
That is true.
I got one more fun one. Let's keep it fun though. So I got another fun provisional bit training here.
I'm learning that.
So you have a provisional ballot here. Okay, all right. This was issued, per SOE was issued because voter was provided a regular ballot, walked away but did not cast that ballot. The voter was assisting her husband, and this added to her confusion as she was filling out the assistance form. So, she thought she got a ballot, but she didn't. She was assisting her husband with it. She realized she didn't get one.
At the precinct.
This was all at the precinct, correct, on election day. So we issued her a provisional because we couldn't tell whether or not she was actually given a ballot or not. So in order to make sure that, in order for us to be able to take a deeper look, we do a provisional, which means it doesn't go in the machine. We can review it. So here's the deal. Let's do.
If she did put one in, the machine would have already counted one.
Right. So we don't want people voting twice. So I was good that they did it this way. They paused it.
But the machine should automatically kick it out if it was already one voted, though, right?
No, because the machine is just looking at paper. Right. It's not like the vote by mail here where it's reviewing envelopes to voters' record. So that's a different one. The tabulation machine is simply just accepting paper. So it can only take the paper that it's assigned, right? But it doesn't look at it doesn't have names to compare ballots to.
Understood.
So if one person comes up and put a ballot in, the next person comes up, put a ballot in.
Right.
Right. So that's why they paused it and said, okay, the election worker was sure that they gave the person a ballot.
Okay.
So that's why they called the SOE, and we called our office, and we said, okay, let her vote provisionally, and we'll take a look. See, we'll do some math. The math has got a math. We'll come to find out the math is not math. Okay, so you have 3 ballot styles assigned to that precinct. So there was 700 pieces of paper assigned to the poll site. Okay.
Okay.
You had a total of 700 ballots. 400 of them were 04s, 425 were 07s, and you had 518 that were 01s. That comes out, well, not 518, but you had a total of 700, 400 ones, 425 07s, and then what would it be?
No, that's still
That
one.
math's
Is it?
not adding up.
Still, that's not adding up.
Yeah. And I'm not good at math, but
That's not,
I
that's not
know
adding up.
4 and 4 is 8.
So, yeah, 4 and 4 is 8, exactly. So 700 ballots were assigned, ballots issued, okay, 182
Okay.
were collected, 101, 108 or 50 or 85 of 04 and 53 of 07.
Okay.
So that's how many ballots were voted at that precinct that day.
Okay.
180 of those were ballots that went into the DS200. One of them was a spoil. The other one is here. So you had a total of 182 votes, but 2 of them were set aside. You had their spoil ballot. For whatever reason, someone spoiled their ballot and didn't want to vote that ballot. That's fine. The other one is a provisional ballot, which is what you're about to decide on. So, as always, I show you the precinct total. At the precinct, there was 318 ballots that were cast. This is a list of all the voters who voted. And you can see,
So 318 ballots went through the machine.
that is correct.
Okay.
This is the amount of check-ins. So as you can see, you had
318.
318.
318.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now,
We have to add up the ballots.
that's right. 182. You look, where is it? Right here. You have 181 here.
Well, the total only comes to like 317. So
Right.
it's showing one short, I think.
And
Which is
that's it.
this.
There you go.
This is it. That's what I was trying to get your math to.
Right.
So it would be what, 181? Plus, that's 85?
Yeah, 52.
Only
No,
comes
that's 318.
Right. Well, yeah,
That's
let me show it to
318.
you a different way. There
But
you go. So you see your history shows, I'm trying, that 318 people checked in.
Right.
It
Tabulated 117.
317.
You
And
have
the difference
one
is
is
one.
difference,
Okay.
which is this one.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, this voter, like I said, she thought she got a ballot, but also what I did is I had my team hand count the remaining ballots. I said, well, to decide this, it's going to be 700 minus the 318, so which will tell us what is left over, which should be the which was a deciding factor. That's how we knew
That
we
it
were
was
one
wrong.
off. We verified that. So that's why we're at this point where we're saying, okay, well, we know that for sure. And the reason why we did that is because we wanted to make sure that
That's where your 382 comes in.
we wanted to make sure that it could, because some voter history hasn't been updated yet. So is it something digital, or is it actually something physical that it's tangible, we can put our hands on? And it is tangible. It is definitely this piece of paper, because we have the remaining minus the 700, which is good. So this will equal it and balance it out once we make the decision. She is an active voter. She voted in her correct precinct. There's no proof that the first ballot was deposited into the tabulator, is what the staff wrote. So that's good. So this is her ballot. So now all you have to do is match her signature to the signature that is on file. That's the decision that you will make.
Yeah, you can't do that twice.
Hey, as long as it's consistently sloppy, that's all we care about.
I think that is correct.
We're good.
So, question while we're on this ballot, I want to make
Sure.
sure I understood something that was said earlier in this
Absolutely.
conversation.
So all you gotta do is
So, earlier we looked at a ballot and we talked about poll worker scanning it to make a determination the ballot had already been issued.
right.
And I think
Red
what I
pen.
just heard,
Red pen.
that's right, what I just heard on this case was the reason this was held back because we weren't clear whether it actually had been cast or not. And that fact being is, had this been, if this was a different scenario, if this person had already cast a vote
Then this one.
and then the poll worker just gave another one, it would go in the machine and be counted.
Yeah. And well, the hope is that the voting equipment technician will be like, hey, whoa, I just saw you up here before. Right. That's the hope.
But my bottom line
yes.
question is, so what I think I'm hearing is you could take ballots and feed them in there and it doesn't care.
Right. Unless, that's why you have someone standing there monitoring that box at all times.
Right.
Because a person cannot just stand there and feed ballots. One person, one ballot. In this case, she got a bit confused because she was assisting her elderly husband.
Understood.
And it happens quite a bit where
Sure.
they get a bit confused as
I
to
can see
whether or
that.
not
Sure.
they'll turn around and walk away because they're trying to help the person.
Right.
And then the election worker is taking the ID of the next person and forgot to get the paper and give it to the voter.
Right.
So it was on us that we didn't give her the ballot. She then, once she finished dealing with her husband, realized,
Oh,
I don't
get it.
have one. So now these election workers have gone through transactions now and they can't remember, well, Did you give her one? I don't know. Did you? So they paused it, called us, and we said, okay,
Just let it roll.
let's go through the provisional process so we can verify. And I'm glad we were able to do that in counterbalance.
So when is the voter record actually locked, and when and under what circumstance?
As soon as you turn away from the table, your voter record is locked. Not when you tabulate. As soon as you check in.
Okay.
As soon as you check in, because tabulation and voting are different.
Understood.
Don't care who you vote for, how you vote.
Right.
We just want to make sure it's locked.
Right.
Yep. At that moment. Perfect. Well,
So
let's
her-
go ahead and open that up.
So under that circumstance, if it's locked, then the argument was she did, whether it was locked or not, she didn't recall receiving a ballot.
Correct. So she hadn't completed the second piece, which was tabulation.
Right.
Jill, I'm gonna give you back your provisional, and can you take this ballot to Jonah? I want to grab our signal.
He's a huge box.
What's that?
No, I'm just kidding.
I know you are.
A huge
You said
box
that
that we
too
gotta
calmly. You said that too calmly.
Yeah, I might have to order a pizza. Uber Eats. Trial. I got a call last night.
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
Good. I was in court until 9:30. Well, I didn't leave the courthouse until 9:30 last night.
Is that right?
Waiting for a
Get
verdict.
comfortable when you walking in here with just these two small trays now.
Why not?
You know, it's gonna be a little bit more.
Forget.
Now we have.
I think I feel something coming on.
Oh no.
More Oreos?
I don't know if Oreos can cure that.
So let's just go through. Let's go through the most difficult ones first, which are your signature sig diffs. These are voters that were contacted, asked to provide a cure back. They did not before the deadline, which was today at 5 p.m.
Okay.
So now you all have to make a decision on whether we accept these or not,
Based on a signature match,
based on the signature.
because no tier 1 or tier 2 ID or anything else.
No.
is-
Okay. Well, slow down now.
This may be, but I mean, what is that?
I need more. I'm gonna need more of these. I think I'm gonna need more of these. Jill. Judge, you said no.
I say no.
All right.
I actually say yes.
Well, unfortunately, 2-1.
I got it.
That's why I told her to give me some more tape. It looks like y'all invalid signatures on the inside.
Sorry, Ken.
That's all right.
Hey, that's what we have to do here.
Okay.
You might put those together for me, and if you could have this
You got a
one.
box for 'em to go into?
We'll just set it right here for now. Make sure this one's up here and that they can see the back.
So you want, okay, reverse. Got it.
Yes, sir. Okay. They called and left a voicemail. So this voter did provide an email. They provided a phone number. So we are required to call, text, email, and all those things, and to no avail. Here. What? That's not even her. That says Max. Okay. Well, it's Linda's ballot and Max's name is on it, so I'm.
I'm gonna definitely say, yeah.
I just call it that. Just looking at it. That's a no-go.
It's Linda's ballot.
Yeah, I see that.
See,
And
Linda,
Max's
Max
name
signed
on
it.
it.
So is Max's in there?
No matter.
No, I was just curious if Max's is in there.
Could in here?
Oh, they're related.
No.
Yeah.
Because we would have put them together as a pair.
Okay,
Yeah, we that happens.
right, because I remember you saying that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So we want to sign.
Put the sticker on here.
Well, at least you can understand the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All he had, well, if he had just done, well, it still wouldn't have matched though. would
Let's
it?
see what you think, okay?
We'll get it last since you was putting it together.
Now this next one, they spoke to the voter. The voter said that they were going to get their information to us, but they did not. Here's the signature. That's what's on file.
I say no.
No.
As an expert over here will find a way to have me say yes.
Won't get my vote.
This is the only example we have.
You'll see some of them will provide you with a precinct register or something like that.
I would have to say no.
What?
That's I can't get anywhere in that signature.
You're trying to do your best, you know. Yeah, if we have another signature, maybe a precinct register or something like that, we'll give it to you guys to look at. So just get paper. All right, so this is another one of those. No phone, email voter, possible pair is what we thought it was, but Roberto signed someone else's envelope. It's not, it's, what was that?
Some Hernandez.
Yeah, it's not Roberto though.
Let's see. You got it?
Yeah. No, just,
Hernandez. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I say no.
No.
Well, that's why we wrote on there possible pair, hoping that
Right.
the
The
other
other
one
one
will
will
come
come
back.
in.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Ooh,
That's a different name.
that's a different name.
Totally different name.
All right, sign off.
We'll let Jim go first. I'm in the middle of a Jim and a Jay.
Okay, well. Okay, good. So you get to see. Dang. All right, so this voter, signature mismatch. They put her initials. Well, here's what's on file. All right. Here's what's on file. Here is the precinct register. Now, you know, you can take a look at the handwriting, you know, but it's up to you guys how you want to evaluate.
That's the precinct where they,
This is when they went and voted in person and signed the precinct register.
I say it's a match.
One.
Well, these are matches, but
But you're looking at that.
Here, here, here.
Can I get?
You got,
But she
look at
didn't.
the size of the, up, stroke.
But look at
Downstroke.
but the way the B is here
Probably
and the B's are there different. I mean,
But,
it's
I
to
look
me
at
it's not the
size.
signature.
because I'm in
That
something
be-
general, so I would say at least 10 more pages.
I mean, yeah,
Is
see,
she
there's a
it's
hook
not the
underneath.
signature for me. It's not a signature.
Well, you can evaluate handwriting as well.
I mean, to me, well, then that K and that K matches, but I mean,
Well, if you look at the upstroke and downstroke and the B, from the initial standpoint, at least two of these match this B, in my mind. The opening and the upper part of the B here, and the lower part is offset like this is.
Do you believe
That's
this
what I
voter
see.
signed this?
mean the same person. Yeah.
I do too.
Okay.
I think
Let's open it up.
benefit of the doubt.
Good. We contacted them and left them a voicemails. These are the rejections, right?
Correct.
I'll take those over there for now.
Here.
Take this.
I spent way too much time on that signature evaluation.
No.
I went through it 3 times. I should have my head examined. I know.
Good. That's good. All right, this we called this voter on the 16th of August. Left them a voicemail regarding the procedure to get a cure. So here's a signature, and there's the signature we have.
I'm gonna say I don't.
One no. Thank you.
I'm a yes.
All right, Jay, you the tiebreaker.
I'm a yes.
Okay. Open it up. Spoke with the voter. She will wait for, she stated she'd wait for the affidavit to come in the mail. Never got it back. There's the voter signature. There is one of them. And there's the other one.
No,
No, I'm a no.
I'm a no.
All three of them look different.
Okay, little J.
I know I'm outvoted, I just want to see it.
Sure.
I don't think this is a signature, this is initial.
Well, so was the other one.
But I do believe it's the person. So I'm a yes.
How? That's an S?
Yeah.
That's an S? Really? That looks like an F.
But you don't know what vintage these all were. You know, they've got medical conditions.
Y'all got 30 more to go, Jim.
No. Well, it was 2 no's in there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it's moot. I was just looking at it for my own.
There we go. That's it. Left a voicemail with this attempted to leave a voice, but there was no voicemail on the phone. Just rang and rang. That was it. There's the signature. There's that.
Okay, this is the one that goes over there.
That is rejected. No? Okay.
Doesn't look the same to me.
Anyone else?
Question, you're evaluating all other forms of signature that you've got available, right?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
They need to give me a little bit more. I'm a no.
No, Jay?
It's always going to be 2
2-1.
2 to 1.
Jay went in there. He watched the video about 4 times.
Yes. Way more time on that signature
It
print.
is always going to be 2 to 1.
Sign off.
I tell my fellow commissioners all the time, some of my best votes, I was the only vote outside of everybody else.
I know the feeling.
All right.
That's why we have 3 of us. right?
Exactly.
That's it. Okay. No answer. Called and no answer. And this voter did not provide any other information. So we used what we had on file, which is what's required by statute, and a letter. Here's one signature. And then there's this.
These 2 match.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a no.
Me too.
No?
No.
No.
No?
I can see it from here, I'm yes.
Hey, man. Well, it is what it is. Fortunately, it's a no. This voter, we called him 3 times, no answer, unable to leave a voicemail to tell them to get a cure. And we did this on the 12th of August.
I mean, it's the name, the signature, the way it's written doesn't match the name.
So that's a no.
Well, that's printed. That's in script. But
How old is the signature? Is there a date when that signature originated in that document?
No, it just,
Somebody printed that one for her. Somebody printed that for her.
that's
How old is that signature?
registration date, 1979. is
Yeah,
when
somebody
that-
printed
there you
that for
go.
her.
Birth date is 1943.
Somebody printed that for her.
so 81.
So, no?
No.
Yes?
Yeah.
No. No, I can't go on that
All
one.
right, we got unanimous on this
They
one.
meant well.
Well, I mean, probably got to just higher rule.
Just a
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just a little.
But they probably didn't know how she signed.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah.
It's like for my mom, you know, I can't get her signature because she just the way she used to write it. But like,
Well, I think it's better off even if they're elderly or having some issue.
just come in and get an X.
Well, I've gone to
Yeah.
voters' homes and just say, here's a voter registration form. You have to fill this out. If it's an X, it's an X. If it's an X with a line, then that's what it is. If you update your signature to that, as long as it matches that, you're good.
Right.
So that's what I do for some voters that have that trouble. This voter was contacted, left a voicemail, no answer.
But no.
Nope. Yeah, Jan.
I'm a no on that one.
Oh, we got two unanimous. Look at that. All right. Okay, so thank you, sir. All right, so this one is obviously a signature mismatch. Here is a signature from the register. This is where the person voted in person. And this signature was taken in 2016. This is a 2016 signature. This is when they would have voted in person.
Okay.
This is what's on file.
And what's the date of the one that's on file?
Well, they could have updated. They could have done some updates since then, but they first registered to vote in 1998.
But
So,
the
I got
document
more.
doesn't-
I got more.
Doesn't tell us the date of that signature?
No, because that's what's sitting on their file. They could have added more, which we have it right here.
Okay.
Here's another signature. That one. This is an image. I think they did an update at DMV because if it comes like this, we just get a signature clip and it comes in like that. So that's a DMV signature.
And what's the date on that?
2007.
Okay.
This one is 2008. Right here.
Somebody else wrote that.
No?
Say no.
No.
Gotta look at it. But
Somebody, because I mean, he's consistent. This isn't. He's consistent in the way he writes his.
absolutely correct. No. It's a no.
Oh, bro. Okay. Let's sign off on that. Okay, so left a voicemail, no return. Oh, it's a stamp. They put a stamp on there. Okay, cool. So there's their signature. And here is one signature that we have on file. And this is, I believe that's a 1998 signature right here.
Here's the old, I think you said.
These two are the same. This one isn't. How old is she? Can you tell?
birthday, it says 110001. And what? No way.
Your Honor, I don't know what that means, but would that
Yeah.
would that be Jesus?
I don't know. It does start with a J. But yeah, somebody else did that.
I'm not.
Take a look at that.
I'm not.
Y'all got something up here? Okay. Still taking garbage. And to be fair,
These two definitely don't match.
we're not being
Right.
ageist, right? That-
No. I say no.
No. Well, I am impressed with the record keeping.
No, right?
I mean, it's
It's a lot.
it is. It
is a lot.
Thorough. I mean,
You have to be very
we've seen
thorough.
one mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in no perfect election, you know.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with folks out there that are putting the election on that maybe new, have 4 hours of training, so they do a great job even with that. Spoke to the father and heard nothing back.
I'll go with you, Jim, but I don't really see it.
I don't see it.
Left a voicemail, no return.
No.
Yes is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, how many 2-1 votes did y'all have while I was going?
So we just had two
Two
votes.
twos. See?
Okay.
About a dozen. Lot.
I guess I can sign this on here. I would agree.
We spoke to this voter, and this voter said they would go online. But that did not happen. This is a 2018 signature. And yeah, this is same signature.
Yeah, no resemblance.
Yeah, same signature.
Nope.
Nope, nope, nope.
No.
Put that sticker on.
No.
Do you tell them to come in and update when you
Oh
tell
yeah,
them that
yeah.
they
We tell them how to cure it, and
No, I mean that since if it's being rejected
oh yeah,
now,
all right. We'll
and
tell
then-
them. We'll tell them because we have to send them a letter, and they pleasantly call and
And then it's up to them to cope.
come and fix it, or
Because when
vote in
no-
person
And when November comes
if they
around,
can. They may not be able to.
I'm just thinking about November.
It's going to be a
Well,
long night.
hopefully they fix
They-
it,
that's
and
what
that
I'm
way you
saying.
have to worry about it being a long night. Yeah, I see where you're going. Yeah.
Exactly.
Spoke with the voter. She will go online and complete the affidavit. That didn't happen.
I think I would tell you that too. I don't see it.
At least put enough letters.
Or at least let me know what you're
Of course, we
doing.
did approve of KB.
Yeah, you tried to err on the side of the voter, but
Yeah.
No on this one.
we can just sign it. That's fine.
Yeah, they changed the labels on it.
Yeah, we got different labels. I told him to print us up something for November too.
No.
God is ready to go. Okay, so it's a signature, obviously.
The wavy.
Attempted to call, no voicemail, no answer.
Yeah, none of the information.
2009 registration. They voted in person in 2016. Signature right here. This is 2020. Updated signature. This is
It's like they don't even try.
this is at maybe 2008. And this is the same signature.
Yeah.
We just blow it up for you.
Okay, I agree with Jim.
Which is
No.
No.
no. Okay.
So it's Jay.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't really say. Yeah, they should do better. Man, I couldn't even make out their name.
Left a voicemail for this voter.
I wouldn't have been able to make out one initial if it hadn't been for that.
There's the signature. This is a DMV clip. And this signature here is a signature that you're looking at already.
At least it went across the line.
The same two signatures.
But this is it. I say no. Because it's not even up for the T.
No?
I say no.
2 no's. That's all we need.
Because you don't even have the up for the T. That's like totally different.
Well, like I said, the good thing is the voters, we attempted to fix it. We're going to send them a letter letting them know and also how they can avoid this from happening in November. So
This and this are almost the same. That's consistent in all three. You break it down into parts of the sum. I'm a yes for that.
But what about the first name? Or the first letter?
A lot of times, that's when I get the count. Signature, 11 times. It is assigned differently.
But you're consistent.
Not on every one of them.
I
There's
mean,
certain parts
but
of it.
you're right, but you can't even make out the letters on that one.
I spent too much time doing it, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. More time than
No,
my poor wife kept going, are you listening to that same thing again? And I'm like, yeah.
If you look at my signatures on all the county documents, it's going to be a J. That's it.
I mean, because my signature changes even on mine when I sign.
Right.
If it weren't for the fact that it's electronic now.
Right.
So left a voicemail, no return. This, let's see. Yeah, this is a. Okay. There's that signature.
From what date?
This is from, I believe, 2020. Oh, okay. Yes, 2020.
So 4 years ago, give or take.
2020. This is, that's what was printed out. I think this is a signature clip from the DMV.
What's the date on that? Is that the date on the DMV one?
Is this the same as, I don't know about you guys, but that signature right there.
Those match. They match. It just doesn't match what's on the envelope.
This matches these. Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Think so?
it doesn't match the envelope.
Match the envelope.
I would give, I mean, it just doesn't match the envelope. Yeah, those three match. This doesn't.
No.
No.
Unanimous.
That's a no.
Oh, you didn't check
You
it.
can check it. Invalid. Invalid signature. Okay, so he left a voicemail. He called right back and stated he would email it over. No email came. These are the only signatures that we have.
I say no. It isn't the same to me.
You only have one signature?
That's it.
I would say that's a no.
Okay. Check invalid then.
Here?
Yes, sir. Sign. Okay. 1933.
Okay.
Left a voicemail, no return.
I can see that partially.
Yes.
Say
okay.
no. It's okay to say no.
Yeah.
If you say no, it's okay. We'll make Jay break the tie.
I'm kind of a no on that.
All right, Jay, you got to break the tie.
This signature is from what date? Registration 1980?
That's when he registered.
Oh, you don't know when this was?
Yeah, it could have been an update at some point.
Look at it's kind of going up.
Remember, voter registration didn't go online until 2006. And when he registered, it was paper.
I'm a no.
I was just trying to get one letter.
No?
I'm a no.
I got
2 no's and 1 yes.
I think a family member tried to do it. Somebody. Now, when you notify these folks, do you give them a new document in there they can sign, just simply return it?
When we send a letter, we highlight, do this.
Okay, got it. So all they gotta do is put an envelope stamp and send it.
Send it over. Yeah. Well, they can go online if they have a Florida driver.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking some of
Yeah,
our.
some people, yeah, they can't do that.
I say no.
They talk to the, so in this case, they
It's a
talk
nice
to the
signature,
voter.
that one and
They talk to the voter, so the voter's aware, they just didn't cure it.
Yeah.
From here, I say it's a no.
No.
All right. What's the name on there?
This one is
Beck.
Loeb, Brecca A.
Oh, okay,
Loeb.
don't worry about it. So, in this case, Mom signed everybody's ballot. They talked to him and they said Mom signed both on the ballot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they don't know that the envelope is specific.
She didn't
right?
sign the right name.
You gotta look, we get it. It happens.
She wanted everybody to vote.
There you go. At least they were honest.
Yeah. There's no intent there, just,
She wanted to make sure everybody voted.
So you have to read the fine print.
Right.
It's not even fine print.
It's actually, yeah.
Fine print makes it sound like it.
All right.
But the thing is, she signed her name. She didn't even sign their name.
Yeah. She just left a voicemail with the voter. No return. Okay, so this looks like, yes. All right. So this signature, I'm going to show you just a blown up version of what's on here.
Okay.
We do that for you. This is signature is going to be a 2010 signature. This is all we have on file. So there's the voter, and there's the signature that we have. We blew it up for you. Best we could.
Oh, yeah. No.
I was about to say Jenny's in.
Yeah, no.
All right.
No.
Put stickers on all those so you guys can sign them. 'Cause there's no signature on those.
Oh, no
There's
signatures.
no signature on those. So
It's claimed already.
there's nothing you can do with it. That's cooked. Nothing to compare it to. So that'll make that process go faster. Left a voicemail.
So did we have any to run? Did you have to run any today?
Just the ones that you opened. Oh, Lord asked, can you? We have one.
Looks like two.
There's two there.
Oh, it's two. Oh, okay. Okay, this is left a voicemail with the voter. So we have a couple signatures. 1945. The person voted in person in 2020 and 2018.
Yeah, somebody else.
It's a different name.
Yeah.
Is it?
Different
They signed
last
it.
name there. That name is there, but it's not there.
Okay, so then
Yeah, no.
this is what, when this person voted in person in 2020 and 2018, that was the signature that was provided.
Yeah, but again, that's not the.
Yeah, it's this different
It's
name.
different names.
Yeah, interesting. Check that one. Oh, no.
Karen L.
Here's some other signatures. You can try and do you see anything there?
No, this is not even close.
That's not even close.
Yeah, I think someone put the right last name.
Yeah, they didn't do the right last name.
Hey, what's your last name?
That's a definite no.
That's enough. Okay.
You got it.
Okay, this one, talk to the voter. but the voter did not get it back to us in time. Okay, so the signature that you see here is from so here's the voter's signature.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a signature from 2012. Okay.
Yeah, somebody wrote that.
Again, does that say Joseph? Oh, okay. No, that's
Yeah, I think it's the same
Is
name.
this one?
This is one. This is from. This one's very. This is how voter registrations look way back. This is a much older registration. But I don't know, maybe.
No, somebody wrote that for him. Is that an S or an A? That's an A, looks like. What's his middle initial?
S.
Yes.
Man, that looks like an A. I don't know. I would have to err on the side of no.
Update in 12. The newest signature you have is this one.
And that's the oldest one.
This is the oldest one.
You did dot the I. But these are initials, the J and the S. Not enough there.
That's how they used to record how you voted because it wasn't digital, so they had to mark it in a book.
Right.
I say no.
No, Jim.
No.
Nope.
I guess I first
This
voted
is
in
2012. This is 2024.
71
Where's that original one at?
or 2.
Another thing we do too is we go to as many ALFs as we can. This year was the first year we actually did
That's a no.
supervised voting.
Somebody else signed that.
Supervisor.
Supervised voting. It's
Oh,
when we
really?
go to their location and help them vote.
Oh, okay.
And before we do that, we go and we do signature updates. We try and get them as squared away as possible. That's it. All right, couple more to go.
Right.
So
Is this
this
signature? Okay. Yeah.
attempted to call voter, no answer, no voicemail was able to be left. So there's that. And there's that signature. The voter voted in person in 22, in August and November of 22. Here's their signatures from the poll book in person voting.
No, somebody did that. He's agent.
Well, okay, so let me go back to this other one. That and that, I think, is the same. So I'd be yes here.
I say no.
Your tiebreaker, Jim.
This is the 22 signature.
These are 22. These are most recent.
And these are, how old's this one?
This is when he first got started.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
look
this
at
is going to be.
That's why
that
somebody
last
else
letter,
I mean, they
That's why
registered to vote in
somebody else did it.
1989, so this signature is going to be older.
That's why somebody else did it, because in 22, when he went to the polls, this is what it looked like. And so somebody else was like, you know what? They know how he writes.
Jay's the tiebreaker.
This one's a no.
Okay.
You can tell where the pen started in this.
But you really
Where it
did
started
watch
in
that
this.
video. You watched that video.
I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, so did I.
I think my dogs kept looking at me going, what are you doing?
All right, go ahead and sign off. No contact info available for this voter. And they didn't provide any information down at the bottom. So this image that I have here is from 2012. You can use cure affidavit signatures as well. They had to provide a cure in 2022. So there's a cure.
But this is the signature, right? That's the signature for the cure?
That is
Which part?
right there.
Right there, okay.
And that is another signature, and then there's this
I say no. Somebody
No,
just wrote that
with you.
down.
one. No.
Song like no.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Sign off. Yeah, okay, well.
Different name.
Yep. It was signed by Noel. They called and talked to him, and Noel apparently signed this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a no.
I already put the sticker on it.
Oh, because she thought she could put her name there and say, I signed it,
Just trying to help,
right?
like the mom.
But she at least said, I did it.
Left a voicemail, no return.
I say
Nope.
no.
Okay?
Definitely no.
Your workers do a very good job.
Well,
Yeah, true.
they go through the same training as you do, but thank you very much. And also they have experience. They've been doing this for a while. And to hunt it down is, to get them to sign it. It's another piece of work as well. So thank you.
This one we need a decal on.
Oh, yeah.
Look the other side.
Oh, no, I didn't put it on there.
Nope, you didn't. You that one.
No, I got it on my finger.
I kept looking for him like that.
No, because we just sent it over to you to look at.
That's right.
All right. So
I can tell you, I see no right now.
So this voter, that's their signature. That's
No.
left a voicemail with the voter.
That's
You know, if you look
They
at
returned-
E,
A return call was made, but it was by it was someone else who answered.
Okay.
yeah.
That's the other. That
Might have
signature.
been this someone else.
Yeah, I say no.
It's definitely no.
Two more.
I might have to depart. But you say the other ones are just no signatures, right?
Correct.
I'll let you guys do the tally. if
Thanks.
that's okay.
All right.
We
so
see how you play.
this voter
Yeah.
left voicemail, no return. That. This is this.
No.
I'm a Z expert.
There's a cure
Cure.
affidavit.
No, the cure looks like that. The other one doesn't look like that.
Well, if you
Oh, they just did the second name. What's the middle name?
the middle name.
No, that's a P.
No, okay.
It's
Yeah.
No.
no.
Oh, they signed it backwards.
Yes, they did.
They signed it backwards, but then that still doesn't match.
How does that?
Yeah, it doesn't,
No, it doesn't match. I was just
Okay.
trying to figure out what they did, but they signed it backwards.
you did get that.
This is just a one over there.
You gonna do this last one, Judge, and then that's
Yeah.
it?
I'll do the ones with the no
This is
signature.
definitely a no.
I'll just leave that. I guess I don't have to sign.
After that, we're done.
Oh,
Oh, we do have
Yeah.
that little bag to seal up, so
Yeah.
you're gonna let them seal?
yeah.
You're sure you
I'll
can
let you
trust
guys
them?
sell. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I wouldn't trust you with the affidavits. No, I'm just kidding.
And I
need
know
it
it's
to
taking
be
longer
there.
when you guys already voted to, but I like the
No,
experience.
you want to
of
see
it.
it. That's fine.
Well, yeah,
I like the
Yeah.
experience.
yeah.
That's not it. It's okay.
We know how you're wired.
Yeah, I see.
Put a sticker on that.
Not very well.
I'm gonna put
I
a
just
little
wonder
sticker on this one.
How
for
long
you.
have you been married?
36 years
Okay, so
before
she
I
knows.
lost my first wife, and now 4 years with my second wife.
Oh, wow.
So
4 years.
This boy.
this is Christine.
Okay.
This is her envelope. But
But
Daniel
not her
signed it.
signature. Yeah.
Daniel signed it. So
Oh, Daniel.
Daniel signed it.
Daryl and
Or Daryl? Is it
Daryl.
Daryl.
And so she went to vote in person.
I'm not sure.
Daryl said, I'll just do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you would think they wouldn't. Yeah, I know it has to go on the side. You would think that they would read the envelope.
Oh, this one. This is your last interesting one. So this person had a no signature issue. We sent them the cure. They sent the cure back,
With no photo ID.
but they sent a Medicare health insurance card. A Medicare health insurance card. First things first, you cannot use Tier 2 identification if only if you do not have Tier 1. Okay, so that's the first thing. But even with Tier 2, this is not acceptable Tier 2 identification.
And I could read the definition if anybody needs it.
Okay. Is it
I'm good.
Medicare health
The
card?
statute is identification that shows your name and current residence, address, current utility bill, bank statement, check, paycheck, or government document excluding voter identification card.
No address. Huh?
No address on it?
No, I understand.
But you know why she did this? It's a signature on there, so
Right.
that's why she gave us that one.
Okay.
So, yeah. But she thought we could use the signature.
Yeah.
So I would reject this is I would write on here other
Whatever.
and no tier ID. She provided a tier, but she didn't provide any tier ID. So we had this one for a while. We tried to contact her to get her to
See if
fix
she
it,
would come in.
to cure the cure, and didn't happen. So we're done with these for that. There's no 6. No 6.
Here's one more. Because of that, right?
Oh, yes, Lodez. You want that one?
I mean, there's nothing to compare, so.
No.
Yes, that's a no.
How many do I have here?
All of these have no signature at all.
Correct.
Some of them
No
maybe.
cure affidavit, no.
No cures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys should just go ahead and sign those.
Yeah, let's sign them when they're like this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sign all those check marks and put the stickers on. I'll get them ready for stickers. You guys can go through and look at them and see that there are no signal on them. Make this.
What was that mean?
God, Jay, that's your signature, isn't it?
I was doing stuff for
So you learned it.
I go fast.
When I was in Alexandria, we had a signature machine.
Right?
It was this old thing that actually scripted my name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's sit down at the county.
It was, yeah.
They captured my signature. County Attorney's Office came down and said they were going to need you to sign this like 10 more times. It gave me 10 different examples of your signature.
Well, yeah, I remember.
Oh, I knew it was something he didn't do. He only did this. So we only needed to do one side. I was like, that's an awful
Oh,
lot.
darn.
You're going to get 5 too many.
I was like, that's an awful lot.
What's wrong?
We did
We
both
signed.
signs.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. You use them for the general. That's all. Oops.
If you want, I'll start reading them.
Well, I'm going to let you go through them. So
Yeah.
let's do this while I got these. All right. Left a voicemail, no answer, no signature. Sticker.
You want in a particular spot, like right in here is good?
Right in there is perfect. No signature, left a voicemail.
Okay.
Sticker.
Agreed?
Yes. No signature. Do anything in there.
Spoke with a voter. She decided not to have, she did not have transportation or a computer to complete the affidavit. No signature.
Okay.
Correct.
No contact information available for the voter.
No signature?
Yeah, no signature. Left a voicemail, spoke to Dustin regarding cure process, never heard back. No signature.
Okay.
Agreed. What's the difference between the
voicemail?
blueprint on this one?
That's 88, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Left a voicemail, never heard back, no signature.
Agreed.
Spoke with the voter, she will wait for mail and complete the cure affidavit. Never got anything back in the mail,
Good.
no signature.
Agreed.
No contact information for the voter. No signature.
Correct.
Left a voicemail, never heard back. No signature.
Agreed.
Attempted to call the voter regarding the affidavit. Phone rang multiple times. Switched to no signal. A busy signal. No signature.
Agreed.
No contact information for the voter. No signature.
Agreed.
Left a voicemail for the voter, never heard back. Signature.
Agreed.
Okay. Left a voicemail, never heard back, no signature.
Okay.
Agreed.
Left a voicemail, they wrote everything else except for their signature.
Agreed. Oh, they signed up here.
Yep, it's gotta be down there. Left a voicemail, never heard back, no signature.
Agreed.
All right. Well, we got one more thing to do.
I know.
Gotta pick that, you need to,
Yeah, I gotta go.
okay.
We gotta pick
Whatever.
the district.
They're gonna
Yeah.
pick a precinct, they're gonna pick
Right.
an audit.
Right.
Where is-
Judge, designate somebody to close out the meeting.
No, we're not leaving yet.
Just one.
Well, no, but if she's leaving, then
What's this?
she can designate somebody.
Deceased voter, no postmark or anything, and it goes like this. The only date that we have is what is here, and here it shows when was the date of deceased, October 6th.
October 6th.
August, I'm sorry. August 6th. Oh, Jill she printed this just to show you how the postmark is supposed to show, and it's not showing in that ballot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so this one, this voter's deceased. Death certificate was August 6th. The only date we have is August 13th.
Oh, that's past it, yeah.
Past it. Okay, there is no
That's a
postmark on the ballot.
Wow, they just dropped it off because
Yes.
They put stamps
they
on
put
Put stamps on it, but that happens sometimes, and they'll still drop it in the box. So for this one,
I haven't marked it what it is yet.
oh, you didn't? Okay, good.
I'll
Just
check it off.
You can write other and deceased.
Other deceased.
Yes.
Oh, I already signed.
Other.
Good thing I said.
Well, yeah, you signed. You good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Run.
She said I would if this guy would get out of my way.
You're fine.
Whether the judge is gonna face. It looked like it was raining when we walked in here.
Oh, is it?
It looked like it, but I don't know.
It did look like we. Yeah.
It was, but you know it doesn't rain.
Have a good evening, Your Honor.
When is the next meeting? Next Friday?
Friday, August 30th at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be the audit.
Okay, perfect. All right, you all have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Good night.
Be safe.
Okay.
Too short.
Who's picking?
I walked in the front.
Jay's gonna pick? Yeah, let Jay pick.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Well,
So now,
wrong guy to make that call.
so let me tell them to go ahead and wrap up. Seals going in there.
You know, when you have one like that, so it's deceased, you never know.
What was that?
That last one was deceased. It was passed away before it was sent in. And it could have been filled out before.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it was.
Legislature.
I mean,
Family members saw and said, "Oh, I got to get mom or dad ballot in."
Yeah. Like put it on the table in the pile to be mailed, maybe pass it at night, and then it was
Right. Or if it was assisted living, they might have done it and they gave it to the girls to put it in the front desk and they never got it out.
I mailed stuff at the airport and I didn't get it for 3 months because they didn't check the box or whatever.
So we get the judge to sign the official results. but we'll still submit the results, so we'll be good.
Okay.
But now, IT's wrapping up. The little couple ballots that we did run, just
Okay.
transmitting them over.
Okay.
They're going to print out those. And now we will go to picking a precinct and then a race.
There's one goes back in, back in, back in. Just make sure.
Yep. Good. All right.
Y'all sure you want me to pick this one?
Sure.
Hopefully I only have one in my hand.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Still out of my hand.
Let's see what you got here. 49.
Is this garbage truck?
Bingo.
Yes. Bingo.
See you guys next week.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Precinct 49. Where is that at? That's, is this Longwood?
Pass me a hand sanitizer.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Winter Springs. Yeah, Winter Springs.
It's one of the smaller ones in Winter Springs.
Let's see.
50's a pretty good size one.
Yeah.
Here.
And now, we're gonna
I'll pick that one.
pick a race, and we're gonna audit.
Let's see who picked better.
Yeah, right?
Ooh, good job, Jack. Well, actually, this doesn't count. So
Because
you gotta pick again, Castleberry.
Yeah. So I'll pick
That won't
again.
work.
Pick again, because that wasn't in precinct 49.
All right, here, let's try that one.
Let's try that one. This is probably a bigger one too. It's Castleberry. Let's try one more time. Well, there was 8 questions on there, so there's gonna be a lot of them in
There you
there.
go.
Yeah. Big one for the top of the ballot will be here forever.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Castleberry.
SOE race.
No, really?
It's the SOE race in precinct 49.
Okay.
So let it be written, so let it be said.
Right.
Precinct 49 SOE race.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
Good job, Jim.
You had several picks at the.
Well, that'll be easy.
I tried.
Right.
You did good. Oh, you did all right. There was only about 28,000 votes cast in that race, so that's not
Okay.
49?
Oh.
49?
all together.
Jay will close
So
it up.
that's pretty. That's
But we got to do the
there were
ballot.
more votes in the
We got
race.
to.
We got a seal.
We got to.
Yeah, I just wanted to, we don't need any of this stuff anymore. We've already done that, so just need the adjournment.
Pretty quick at that.
Yeah.
I'll make that. I don't even need that.
Okay, well, it's here for it. Do you need it?
Yeah, it's like we adjourn.
Otherwise, you know when you're done. Right.
Because Castleberry.
If you want the date and the time, it's Friday, August 30th at 11 a.m.
Oh, that's all I need, yeah.
for the manual audit.
Yep.
Man, I won't see you for a whole week.
Yeah.
We haven't hung out this much, and
25 years, 3 years.
We're good. So before we adjourn, we have to seal up those few ballots that we had. That is it. All right. So we'll come back on Friday. We will do a manual hand count of precinct 49 for the race of SOE.
We got to seal just a small batch of the back.
Just a small, probably.
We'll do that, then I'll adjourn it.
Yeah, we'll do that, and that'll be it. You tried, Jim. Like you tried to get us those Castleberry ones. And we picked a couple of
How many
Castleberry
did you pick?
precincts.
2 or 3?
He picked 2. He picked question 1 and question 3. You did good, man. You tried to help.
That's right.
That's all right, man.
Yeah, because Castleberry, I think, was only 3,000 ballots cast over there, maybe 200 or something.
Oh yeah, that would have been low. That would have been pretty good. We would have.
Did you see the two issues that failed were the city manager issues? Because they tried to make it, they tried to require, or they asked the voters to require a supermajority in order to fire the city manager. That got voted down. And allow the city manager to live outside of the limits.
And they voted that down.
They voted that down. But, in a smaller place like that,
It's tough.
but the Orange County administrator, Ajit Lachandani, remember Ajit?
Yeah.
There for a long, long time. He lives in Seminole County. And he negotiated that when they said, do you want to be? He said, I'm not moving. He lives in my subdivision.
Love where I'm at.
Well, he lives in our subdivision. And he had kids that he wanted in
Close to I-4.
Seminole schools.
The cool thing is because of the new way we do it, our machine can sort, and our election day is already sorted, so we only have to worry about vote by mail-in early, and our new machines can sort them, so we'll be able to get the ballots and quickly
Go through them.
go through them. Jill's going to tell me how many ballots were total cast in precinct 49.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea.
That'd be good.
Like precinct, like we were talking about precinct 63 with that ballot we were dealing with.
Right.
Only 318 people voted out of the 700 ballots that were.
Yeah, right.
So
Why couldn't I pick that one?
yeah,
That would have been a good one to pick.
324.
What have been done with it?
1,046.
What'd she say?
1,046 people voted in that precinct.
Sorry.
How many voted did I say? Chris?
1,046.
1,000?
1,046.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I thought I heard you say 4,000. All right, get somebody else to do it. Okay, that's not bad.
Okay. So you guys voted and duplicated 324 ballots.
Cool.
Just
How many did
practice.
we actually review, including the ones with no signature and all that? Probably another 100, maybe?
Oh, probably more than
Well,
that.
oh, you mean,
Ones that didn't have any signatures at all, and
those,
I mean, the
The
300
ones
you
that
just
had-
mentioned were duplicates,
that's
right?
how many you
Duplicate. That's where we had the
duplicate,
bubble and
the
stuff.
bubble. So that was that, but then the ones with no sig was, I think it was like 15 I counted, because I counted them before, and,
Yeah.
and then we signed the sticker, so that was no sig. The ones with sig div, I can't remember how many of those were. It couldn't have been more than, I think it was about 40. So it wasn't actually bad. So since the law changed, because the deadline to return your cure affidavit was the Monday before the Tuesday election, the legislature moving into that Thursday significantly reduced the amount of no sig or sig diffs that were having to be reviewed and or rejected in the election. So
right.
it's a good thing. Worked out well.
Yeah. Good.
Wrap all this up.
How often do you guys have a board meeting?
Twice a month.
Twice, yeah.
second and fourth Tuesdays. This year's been a little different because where school started fell, where election day fell, and where 4th of July fell. So we had several meetings that we didn't have and doubled up for the next meeting, or got them on before.
You know, in Alexandria, we used to shut down, well, not shut down, we had with no legislative meetings or public hearings for July and August.
That makes pretty good sense.
Well, not there. Yeah, Congress is gone, and, you know. But it also gave the staff a break.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the reason we definitely don't watch.
No, that's good. They need a breather. Okay. Yep, we can get that on video.
What he's doing is he's printing. Did I take all the real thing?
No, I got one.
Maybe there's one here.
I have some.
I got one.
Right, seal number on there and just sign off on that. He's printing up the official results. Because all ballots have now been accounted for, or have all been approved.
It gets weird, but it's the
All good. Okay, we got nothing else to do, right?
Chris, do we have to sign off on any of those?
Did you sign off?
No, yeah, that's it, right?
That's it. No, not yet, because we got the official results.
Official results, yeah.
Yeah.
the re-released version
So
They're printing that now?
He's printing it now.
which is
Yes.
better. I think that perhaps would inspire
He's got to add those numbers to it. We'll have the judge sign off on it. Well, we'll be. We just put this election to bed. Done.
That's it.
Put this back to 0.
Here, Jim. Oh, see right there, buddy. That way you don't have to stand while we're waiting for that to print out. That's all we're waiting on is the printout.
What was I reading about Ford's? Something else with transmissions. On the big engine, like we got it.
Did you get the recall on your Explorer? Where now you have to
3 or 4 times?
Which you got to push your foot on the brake to release the parking brake to get it to go. And
No. I didn't get one of those. I got backup camera.
Yeah, that's when they did ours. When the recall got back, we got the recall for the backup camera, which we waited forever for the camera to ever get made to go in it.
Yeah.
And she took it in, and she brings it home. She goes, I think there's something wrong with it. And I said, what's wrong? She says, you put it in reverse, drive, won't go anywhere. I said, well, how'd you get here? She says, well, I went in and told them. They told me I had to release the parking brake. Oh, I said, you must have the parking brake on. Okay.
They must have put the parking?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I get in it the next day to go put it, and the parking brake's on. I'm like, what'd you do that for? So I pulled down the driveway, pulled up, put it in park, got out, got back in, parking brake.
Really?
Yeah, so I called them up and I went, hey, if you're going to do something additional, you ought to tell the customer.
You're not kidding.
Well, here's why they did it. I know why they did it. Because her first Explorer, which was a 2020.
Yeah, same as
But
mine.
it was in 2019. It was one of the very early ones.
Oh, okay.
She calls me from Fort Pierce, and she goes, she was at a gas station. She was all shook up. I said, "What's wrong?" She goes, "The car just took off by itself across the parking lot." I said, "What?" She says, "I was putting gas in it. I finished putting gas in it. I closed the fuel lid, and it started moving, and it went all the way across and hit the curb over there and stopped." I'm like, "Well, you must not have put it in park." She's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure I did." I said, "Well, you just keep an eye on it." So, never a problem. About 3 weeks later, I go to move it. I just moved it from the one driveway over to the garage area. I get out, and it's a little bit of an incline. It starts, but I'm like, "Well, that ain't right." The internal linkage inside the transmission had a problem. They finally recalled them for it. And when I first took it into them, they're like, "Oh, there's no problem with it at all." I said, "I'm telling you there's a problem. Don't tell me there's no problem. I'm not an idiot. I know a little bit about these vehicles." And then we got a call that, I mean, they had it for like a month and a half. And they said, "Oh, yeah, we found out what's wrong with it. The linkage is fractured inside the transmission. We had the special order parts and all this." So they gave us another Explorer to use the whole time.
Right.
But they had it a month and a half.
Now, where'd you take it? You bought it at a dealer like up in Lake or
I
something.
bought it in St. Augustine. Because I buy a lot of mine over there. Because I know the guys over there, and they usually treat me good. But I took it to Mullinax and Apopka. But I tell you what, it's tough to find any dealers that can do anything, man. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Peacock's mad.
Well, that's where I took for my catalytic converter. And they said, "Oh, yeah, so we've got it in stock." So I take it down there. They go, "Well, we have to order one." And then they had to change the other one, too. You know, one on each side.
Right, which is good because those things aren't cheap. They are expensive.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about is the electronics going out.
We've never had any electronic problems with our first one or the second one, other than the backup camera.
Yeah. Well, and even on the backup camera,
Ours was hit and miss. It would work, not work, then it would blue.
mine's always worked, but I thought I had it fixed, but then I got another notice.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, and then they checked at Coggins, because I'll drive to Coggins. I mean, it's a longer drive. Yeah, because they're just,
It's a better.
they seem,
Yeah, it's better service.
they're
product.
nice. You know, that's where I bought the car too.
Yeah.
Marcia's just so surprised that I still have it, you know.
I enjoy the car. I love driving.
I do too.
It's good performance. It's comfortable. Even for me, my height is comfortable. She loves it.
We did an 8,000-mile road trip and a 5,000.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We've never taken a road trip in this one yet.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got all kinds of bells and whistles on that things, man.
It wasn't even her.
The one thing I don't like though is, and you probably don't ever carry anybody in the backseat hardly ever, right?
Once in a while.
So the way Ford engineered the front and rear air conditioning, if you don't go into the system and lock out the rear controls,
The way back control?
the ones in the back seat where they can adjust the
Yeah.
air themselves, it automatically defaults to heat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Because Lisa be driving down the road, and I'm like, "Would you turn the AC down?" She goes, "It's down all the way." I said, "Well, it's hot in here." I put my hand back there in the rear vents, and it's warm. I'm like, this ain't right.
It's a primary. So this is going to be Democrat.
Okay. These are the official results.
That's correct.
So you're going to have her sign those?
Correct.
Okay, so you want me to
You go ahead, yeah. I'm going to have to sign probably at the bottom because my signature goes over the line.
This is Republican.
It's not a part of it.
Do we have to send those to the state, or can I send those to the council? I think I can send that to council. I think state should say that. I believe so. That is Castleberry.
See, I tried.
Either way, I can still send her a copy. She'll still want a copy, so,
Oh, the city clerk?
yeah. Usually the state's that. That's everybody Thank you.
Okay, those are the official results. Done.
All right. We're done.
No, I mean,
Oh, you mean, yeah, that'll be on Friday.
Right.
We're done.
Okay. All right. If there's anybody have any other business for the canvassing board today?
Not me.
Seeing none, we will be in adjournment until Friday, August 30th, 2024 at 11 a.m. for a manual audit.
Thank you, canvassing board.
Thank you.